Yo, 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 what it do, family? It's Uncle T coming back at you once again with another Toombs talk. I appreciate y'all for tuning in, coming rocking with your Unc. It's been a little minute. It's been a little mini minute. But I want to come at y'all with a quick little tarot reading. We're going to see what the cards have to say. We got the sun right here. Let that shine through. So there's been a lot going on in the collective, a lot going on with your Uncle T. And I know there's a lot going on with some of y'all, you know what I mean? I appreciate y'all. I appreciate my connection with y'all and, you know, just interfacing, little chats back and forth, some with more depth, you know, some just a little more surface level, but there's always something going on, right? So your Uncle T is gonna tap in with y'all, with the collective, and see what wants to come through in this particular message. So first and foremost, you know, if you want to receive this message and you want to connect, you know, a little more deeply, let's go ahead and take 3 deep breaths. Inhaling through the nose, deep diaphragmatic breaths. Exhaling through the mouth. One more time, inhale. Releasing all that tension and sinking down into the heart. So let's get a quick shuffle. We're gonna do a 3-card pull today and see what wants to come through. Ooh, 6 of Wands, victory. With each of these cards, you know, I have 1 or 2 keywords, so we're gonna go on that and then we'll expound a little. So 6 of Wands, victory. You see he's coming in victorious. Wands represent fire element, represent spirit, things like that. We've got the Ace of Pentacles, beautiful. Aces are new beginnings. You see this like hand of God coming out from the ethers with this giant pentacle. We also see this open little gateway, this pathway, right? Pentacles can represent money, health, the tangible things in our lives, right? Wow, this is amazing. And we've got the 10 of Cups. Look at this card. These are all beautiful cards right here, first and foremost. The 10 of Cups. It's like happy family, wish fulfillment. Cups represent the water element, represent emotions. So we've got this emotional fulfillment. We see husband and wife. We see the kids dancing here. Everything's fulfilled. Everything's happy. Oh, wow. So we've got the 6 of Wands, the Ace of Pentacles, and the 10 of Cups. We're going to pull one from the bottom. This is the Hierophant. The Hierophant is a major arcana. It represents that kind of deeper spiritual energy. It can also represent things like institutions and traditions, certain things like that. So let's see what the message that wants to come through. Great Spirit, what is the message that wants to come through? So we've got the 6 of Wands, Ace of Pentacles. Let me see if I can get it, you know, for y'all. It's reversed for me, but for y'all. 6 of Wands, Ace of Pentacles, 10 of Cups. So Wands represent the fire element, Pentacles represent the earth element, and we've got the water element represented by the 10 of Cups. Hierophant at the bottom of the deck, which is more of the subconscious or the underlying aspect of the reading. So it's a major arcana, so it's major within y'all's life in the collective. Those of y'all who are watching it, it's major in your life, but it's also kind of like in the background, you know what I'm saying? And Hierophant represents Taurus, the astrological sign of Taurus. And again, it represents the institutions, a higher spiritual faculty, things of that nature. So again, what's the message that wants to come through? So we've got victory, we've got new tangible beginnings, and we've got happy families. So in the recent past, you're basically coming triumphant and victorious off of whatever spiritual, something that has been affecting you spiritually. So it's like a spiritual test is what's coming through, is the message that's coming through. So the spiritual test that you've been going through, you're going to come through victorious, which in turn is going to bring you a lot of new beginnings, a lot of opportunities in the tangible things of your life. So again, this can represent health, this can represent finances, money, opportunities that can bring about physical abundance. We see this open path. And so even if we take it as a storyline right here, we see this particular individual riding through victorious, the crowd's cheering for him. He's coming through victorious on his horse as he walks through this particular pathway, right? Which is a new beginning and a new season, ushering this new aspect of physical, tangible, triumphant in the physical, tangible things of life. Again, this can be wealth, this can represent health, things like that. And that's going to lead to this aspect of happy family, wish fulfillment, all your emotional cups being fulfilled. So this is beautiful energy. So whatever y'all have gone through, just know that Spirit is going to see it through. Your angels, ancestors, and allies are, rooting on your behalf and giving you the energy to see it through. As you come through, go through this path, and on the other side of that path is this beautiful, happy ending, so to speak, right? And then we've got the Hierophant. This is spiritual traditions. So you may be coming through, breaking through, it's like a breakthrough. It's like a spiritual breakthrough. So we're breaking through these traditions, breaking through these archaic structures, something that is old and does not serve. You know what I mean? That's kind of what I see the Hierophant as, is like this energy of an old archaic structure that is some type of traditional values, that is the way it's been for a long time, but you're now moving forward and moving through with that. So even in this particular astrological season, we've got Saturn that has just moved into Aries. Saturn represents its father time, Chronos. It represents karmic cycles and a particular kind of constricting pattern. Saturn is a planet of structure, but it also brings about constriction and things like that. And so Saturn moving into Aries, we're breaking through this level of karmic baggage. We're breaking through this level of, archaic structures and constrictions that have been holding you down and keeping you in a certain place. And now we're busting through all that. Again, we're coming through victorious, walking into a new path, a new phase of your life that's going to bring about a great deal of abundance, but not only financial abundance, but emotional fulfillment. Happy family, Not only are they emotionally fulfilled, they got the house, the 40 acres, all of that. You know what I mean? So, hey, this is a beautiful reading, y'all. Receive it if you want. It's your Uncle T. If you guys want to go in more in-depth reading, we're going to do a live Zoom call. I'm going to discuss with you. We're going to do Toombs talk therapy, discuss what's going on in your life. And from there, we'll develop a reading and see where that takes us. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, this is just a simple 3-card spread, quick little 10-minute video, but we're going to get into it at least an hour, usually longer. Again, maybe half an hour, 20 minutes of just discussion, seeing what's going on with you and your problems. Typically people are coming to me because they're facing different issues, or they've got a quote-unquote problem. But again, there are no problems. There's always the solutions before the problem arises. As we saw the sun card in the deck, it's like the sun shines every day upon the darkness of the night. So there's always the solutions that come before the problems, right? So we see these problems, they can be magnified in our life, but let that shit go, because you're gonna come through victorious. It's your Uncle T, quick little reading. If you vibe with it, cool. If not, leave it for someone else. But hey, I'm gonna keep it real. This is a beautiful reading. So claim it. I'm gonna holla at you if you wanna connect. DM your Uncle T. wholeness.